Guys, today I'm going to be showing you what I consider and what kind of seems to be the generally most popular build order in TvZ. So this seems to be like the standard build order for Terran versus Zerg, and it's pretty economic. You go for a fast third command center. You're gonna get some Hellion, some Banshees. So we're going to start with a 14 depot here, and we're going to go into a 16 barracks. So if you struggle with a lot of roach all-ins, like just roaches in general with Zerg, the Banshees are going to keep you really safe. So next we're going to go for a 16 gas after our barracks, and then we're going to send our 17th SCV out on the map, queue them up. Just make sure this isn't a pool first. If it's a pool first, we might just build our second command center on the high ground just to stay a little safer. So you're going to rally these guys into gas, make sure everyone's in. It's just a standard Reaper expand, nothing special. So we're going to start up a Reaper and our orbital at 20 supply. So start up this Reaper, orbital command. Just queue this guy up. He's going to go build that command center at 400 minerals. So everything looks normal. My Zerg is going for a 16, 17 hatch, whatever. And nothing to worry about. So we're going to go for our depot now, and next we're going to get our factory when we hit 100 gas, and then we're going to start a marine on this barracks. So this Reaper, he's just going to go here to scout, just see if there's drones in this natural, make sure everything's good. Then he's going to just run around these two bases, see if he's taking a third base. In this game, my opponent does, you want to get a reactor after the marine on this barracks. I was having trouble placing it. So you're going to swap the add-ons and get Hellions. So I'm just poking in, looks normal. In this game, my opponent does go for a lot of roaches. I nearly die. So this is a good game. It shows the Banshees really saved me here, so you'll see. So now you start up your starport, switch these add-ons. You're going to build a tech lab on this barracks, and then switch it with the starport to get some Banshees out. And we're just morphing this to orbital. Make sure to get the second gas delayed so that you can get this fast third CC. So let me actually back up for a second just so you can see that. So see here, right when I'm getting this reactor, I don't get the second gas yet. Instead, I am going to get this third command center a little bit faster. So instead of getting the second gas, we're going to go for a faster third command center, get some extra economy. And I should get this on the high ground. You want to stay safe. And now, after that, you get your your second gas. So just make sure you do that. That's very important for this build. Make sure to get this orbital, start up this starport, keep scouting, make sure he's getting a third. Already this third is slightly delayed. Usually they get their third shortly after their natural finishes. So a couple red flags should be popping up in your mind. It is indeed an early layer. He's probably going for some fast roaches. Just be careful. As long as you get the Banshees out in time, you should be okay. I do suffer a little bit here, but I do manage to hold on. So just keep SEVs, switch these add-ons, get Cloak and a Banshee coming out, get get some Hellions out. We're gonna go for 8. You can keep these at home, or usually you want to take maybe 2 to 4 Hellions out on the map with your Reaper and just deny some creep spread and stuff. If you have low APM though, like me, it's alright. And we should get stim on this barracks too, and once we get these last Hellions out, we're gonna get Tech Lab, 2 more barracks out. Make sure you're building depots, SCVs. We're gonna go for 2 Banshees. I'm just poking in with these Hellions to see what's up. I do see the Roach Warren and the Bailing Nest. This is sort of a, you know, red flag that he's going for some aggression, because usually that's not how early you get that attack. So I'm not too worried. I got the Banshees out. This should be okay for me. I'm building tanks. I'm gonna get out a couple more barracks. This 3rd CC is finishing. Getting supply depots. And we're gonna get combat shields as well on this. I'm building 2 more engineering bays around this time. And this is around the time where your natural is getting saturated. You want to build 2 more barracks and lift this command center onto the 3rd base location. So I've just been poking in with this Hellions, just seeing what's up. Looks like he's just gonna build a whole bunch of roaches and try to attack me. So I got not too many units out, so I'm a bit cautious to go down. I'm dropping a whole bunch of barracks down just because I've noticed how aggressive he's being. I'm just going to go for a big timing attack, try to kill him. This is a decision. Usually if you want to play macro, you're going to build 2 more barracks. So I'm going for a reactor after these 2 Banshees finish. I'm just poking in with these just mainly to make sure there's drones here. So now I know there's drones. He's not going too crazy on the army. And I could possibly be going out with these Banshees and just harassing him a bit. But he's going to go for a massive roach attack here. And this is going to take a lot of, you know, scariness to hold. And these Banshees leave just at the worst moment, so it's a little bad. But I'm hitting a huge power spike here with all my barracks. Getting 1-1 on these engineering bays. Got comet shields to impact. To hold this kind of attack, I'm going to need to pull the SCVs. I don't have enough yet, but with these siege tanks, I should not die. And I should be able to get these Banshees coming back. Really, it's a disaster because I got these Banshees, which were going across the map, but it was a blunder by me. I should have recognized, you know, early aggression, keep the Banshees at home. But yeah. And this type of thing, against roach play, you really don't need a wall. Ravagers bile it down pretty quick. But usually you do want to build a wall with this build order. So, but for me, I'm just building on the back. This is a little bit of a premature move out, I'd say. But I'm just building a whole bunch of stuff and then go for a 1-1 push. And I should be dropping this CC too, because don't think I'm going for an all-in behind this. This game is still pretty even. But these Banshees are going to keep me safe. And we are going to go for an attack here. I'm going to drop down an armory. I should go for 2-2 as well. This attack went pretty horrendous for me. This was a horrible... like I said, I think this was a very premature attack. Usually you want to attack once you've been like constantly making an army for like a minute or 2. I was doing like, you know, SCVs, a little bit of army. I hadn't really built up a giant force yet, so I'm just doing a little bit of harassment with these Banshees, but I should just be building tons of army and then trying to hit him with a gigantic attack. I'm trying to be a bit of a dickhead here, snipe down his roach warren. I stay here a little too long though. He gets detection. These banshees do get given away for basically free. I should probably have kept them around a little longer, just scout what's going on. But it's alright. So I'm just getting tons of marines. This is very, committed. I'm just gonna try to destroy his push. This army should be more than enough to deal with Roach Hydra. So Marine Tank is extremely good against Roach Hydra. Siege tanks just absolutely obliterate roaches, guys. So you should celebrate if you get siege tanks out, lots of them versus Roach Hydra. You're in a good spot. So this is a late armory, but you want to get 2-2 out as well as his armory. And I'm just going for a couple drops here, staying on the defensive a little bit. I honestly probably could have just tried to kill him here, hell and fight. But if you're ever in doubt, staying at home, a couple drops, it's not the worst idea. This drop gets sniped, just poor map awareness for me. But I think this drop does get him to pull back home. A couple accidental marines that got rallied there. Basically, make sure you don't oversaturate your bases. Move the main base workers to low ground. Get 2-2, vehicle techs, vehicle armor. Keep building medevacs until you have around 6 to 8, then build some liberators, build a bunch of marines, and then we're going to go for 2-2 here and just hit him with a giant attack. This should work out pretty well. This drop got him to pull his entire army back home, which was excellent for me. Little plays like that, guys, it can be huge, massive. And you also want to save scans for when you're going to leave your main base. It's just a really good idea to save a couple scans. Overextended the liberators here, but this should be a piece of cake. Marines stim them against this type of army. It's going to be very, very good for you. I can just slow push these tanks, and this game should be pretty easy to win. Against a Ling Bane type of army with this build, I would build a few more tech labs and then just go for a lot of marauders. But this is a great fight for me. He's fighting into a choke point with those tanks. I just absolutely obliterate his army. That was a horrible fight for him to take. You never want to fight into a choke point as they're with tanks. That's like cardinal sin. You always want to take a surround. I kill all his tech. He has nothing to address these marines. These are just going to go uncontested, kill everything. This game is pretty much over. So, telling you guys, very powerful build. The reason I'd say this is slightly safer than something like Hellion Liberator or like a 2-1-1. This is safer in my opinion because you get those Banshees out. You're going to be pretty safe as long as you keep them around, have a couple tanks. You're going to be safe from the Roach Hollands. You're also going to have those Hellions against the Lings. I think this is a very solid build order. It's going to be economic, get you fast bio. So, yeah. If you want the new standard for TvZ, try this out. It's a pretty great build order.